Hi, if you're here, you're looking for tools or ways to help simplify the cabinet installation process. Before you see what we have to offer, try to watch every other how-to or product video out there first. Only then will you understand why our system is the best. Introducing the patented cabinet installation assembly by Nicetool, changing the way cabinets will be installed forever.
Hi, my name is Derek Brown, Marketing Director for Nicetool. I'm here with Paul Johnson, President of Nicetool and inventor of the cabinet installation system. Today we're going to show you a system that will change how you look at cabinets and installing them in a whole new light forever. Paul, tell me about yourself.
Well, I grew up in the business. My dad built the house that I grew up in, so I've been around the industry since I was 4. I've been professionally involved in the industry since age 18, which is now 36 years, and on my own as a remodeling contractor for 28 years.
So what's involved in this system? I see some brackets and some
very simple. I kind of tell people it's as simple as a paper clip. This is the bracket that in wall mode can be mounted like this to support the rails for the wall cabinets, which we'll show you in a little bit. But this brace, believe it or not, has been very carefully thought out. These adjusting knobs and this cam here allow, I don't know if you there at home can see how this moves up and down as I roll that cam, but because walls are not plumb and true, if this gets mounted to the wall here and there's no adjustment there, then you're having to go back and forth and shim and do a whole bunch of other exercises to get it right.
Okay. Well, I don't. You've told us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about the system, how it works. Let's see a demonstration, see how it works.
Okay. So now we're ready to go ahead and start putting the brackets on the wall here.
Okay.
And show you how the wall cabinets will get installed.
Okay.
Okay, the sound has not gone off on your computer. There's nothing wrong with the audio. We have simply sped up this section just to show the simplicity of the installation. Full audio will return shortly.
All right, so now we've got all the
braces are in place. And I mean, they haven't been adjusted or anything, but now we're ready to go ahead and stick the rails in place.
Okay. Now that I'm assuming the next step is just as simple.
There you go.
Okay,
the rail
the
system.
rails.
And there again, these have been, it might look like it's fairly simple, but
It looks like a little jigsaw puzzle.
Pretty well engineered system. And they just simply go together with a rubber mallet.
Okay.
So now with these things like this, they just get plopped up. Want to go on that rail. The other one comes up here, like so. Starting at each end, you want to find out where your high spots are in the wall. Okay. And so if your front rail is even or the same distance out with both of those high spots, you know that the cabinets are going to be true all the way across. Okay. What I'm going to do now is simply just tack this back rail in place. I'll leave it off the wall about 3/8 of an inch so that I can run shims.
Okay.
So I can run shims up behind. And then we'll set the front rail to those high spots and then fasten it.
Okay, we've got the braces in place, we got the rails that are screwed into each on top. What's the next step?
All right, next step is we need to make sure that the rail system is as level as we can get it. Okay. Then we start plopping cabinets up. All right. This right here, when I was showing you the tool before, there's a little cam adjusting nut on there. And so all I need to do is come along here, look at the level, loosen those two things, and that's level. Tighten that down. Just come along here and just do the same thing with all the rest of them. Okay, so now we know that that's level all the way across. Ready to take the first cabinet, plop it up there, like so. All right, and all right, now with that in place, I've taken this little block right here. I'm going to just tape it on the inside of the cabinet. And you'll see when we go to set the next cabinet in place, instead of setting this cabinet, which is a little bit high for the sink base, we're going to set the one next to it, put some rails in place, and then set the one in between.
Okay. Again, I could be helping you carry these and putting them in place, but we're showing you how simple it is for one person to use the rail system to install cabinets.
Yep.
We're just moving right along cabinet by cabinet. So you're putting the 2x4s in there for what reason?
Well, needless to say, there are always going to be cabinets that have different heights. In this case here, we have a cabinet that's going over top of a sink base, and it's going to be a little bit shorter.
So you're going to have a sink going in over here. There's going to be a microwave over here.
Correct. We'll spread them just a little bit. It's a 30-inch cabinet.
Yep.
Make sure we have enough room to slide it in.
Can flush to the front rail.
Yep. Well, that's not as important right now because we have to get them all in place. That just plops right up there, like so. And we'll grab the other one. Plops right up there like that. All right, outlet comes through. And then from this stage here, all you simply have to do is fasten all the face frames together, shim and fasten everything to the wall, and then we'll take the braces down and do the reverse of the base cabinets.
Perfect.
All right?
All right. So how much time has gone by? We've elapsed some time here. We've put some things together. How much time would you say would have gone by?
About 10 minutes.
In a normal process without the rail system, ballpark, what would that take?
A couple hours.
A couple hours versus 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and fasten this all to the wall and come right back. And when we do, we'll be flipping those and setting the bottom.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got the brackets off.
Yep. Now,
Top cabinets there.
all we're going to do is turn them 90 degrees and mount them to the wall there for the base cabinets.
Okay, so we've taken the rails off,
Yep.
taken the brackets off,
Yep.
made sure everything was still in the right place, and you have now reversed them.
Correct. Set all the brackets just 90 degrees. As you can see, the 2-foot side, and there again, it's a nominal 2 foot, but the 2-foot side is facing down because that's the depth of the standard base cabinet. And we're just going to take the same rails that we used to set the wall cabinets on. And there again, with one person, you can't be at 2 places at one time. At least I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So you just take these little trusty dusty clamps and pop this thing over there like that. Slide this one out. Again, we're going to leave about 3/8 of an inch for shimming room.
Right.
And then once those are done, then I can simply come along and fasten them back on the rail. And I'll just pop these off. Hold onto them, put the front rail up. Pretty much the same fashion.
Same process.
Yep. Now this one here is where we need to fasten this. We have to get this one exactly right.
Okay, so we're doing the same thing on the front rail here.
Yep.
Just fastening those down with the clamps.
Need a couple extra clamps on this front edge here, just because it's you know, at
These
this
aren't
stage
tight.
a little flimsy.
Sure.
We're going to come along and measure our high spots again. We pretty much know where they were from the wall cabinets. And you can just tap out to get 24¼ right there. And as I said, I'm holding 24¼ off for the simple fact that even though the cabinets are 24 inches deep, just having a little bit of extra shim room, means that you're not having to chop out drywall or anything like that. Now we can come along here, level these puppies up. You see how far out that bubble is. That's right on the money there. Tighten those up.
Just another simplicity of the tool, one person able to level those.
And we know with that back line there, we run our laser level on that to establish a line going across. We set all the backs of the braces across there, so when we know we level up the front's exactly the same way.
You got everything level, got the braces.
Yep. Nice firm foundation, if you will. Foundation kind of in reverse. But now, with the base cabinets ready to go, all we have to do is slide them in place, get them aligned left to right, and then shim everything up to the underneath side of the rails, shim it to the wall just like we did with the wall cabinets. Done. There's no, and especially with base cabinets, when you have European style cabinets that don't have a face frame to them, they're very flimsy.
Right.
And as you're trying to fasten everything to the wall, 9 times out of 10, the shim compresses just a little bit and tweaks that box. With this system right here, as soon as you have the cabinet fastened up to the underneath side of these rails, you'll know in a heartbeat whether or not something's gotten tweaked or not.
Great. All right, so we're going to just set those in place.
So I've gone ahead and pre-drilled and cut the base cabinets. So those are right where they need to go.
Outlets are good?
Yep. Now, you can see how much the floor is out. This is where the cabinet needs to go eventually, all right? And you can see how much, exactly, how much it needs to come up. And what the camera can't show right now is that this is about 3/8 of an inch in front of this rail.
Right.
All right? And it needs to be, when it's set, right even with the rail.
Right.
Okay? So, another challenging aspect of base cabinet installation, when you have a space from either a wall or a refrigerator panel like this to the next cabinet, and then a space and the next cabinet and so forth, getting all those relationships right spatially and from a measurement standpoint is very critical. We have a 15-inch ice maker that's going in here. So if this cabinet is not set, if this cabinet is out of plumb like this, or set cattywampus, it's going to make the installation of that ice maker a pain in the neck, if not impossible.
Okay. Okay, so right now we put the brackets in place, put the rails in place, we got the cabinet in there. You'd already pre-cut everything for the plumbing, got it in place. Talk about what you did to get it where you want it and what the next step in the process is.
Okay, again, we've got a space here for an ice maker. So we came 15 inches off that panel right there for our mark. So now we know that that's there. The cabinet just aligns with the rail in the front, shims up to both the front and the rail, back rail. Excuse me, and then we just shim it and fasten it to the wall just like we did the wall cabinets.
So
and then it's the same thing for every cabinet.
Fasten that to the wall.
Yep.
Bring the next one in.
You got it.
Fasten it to the wall.
We know we've got a dishwasher going in here, so we'll leave the 24 inches with which is what the manufacturer calls for. Make another mark, set the next cabinet down. We've got a space for a range. We'll leave that, and then the final cabinet. That's it.
Okay, well, to save some time here, we'll go ahead and take some steps here, bring in the next cabinet, get it in the right place, and then we'll come back and attach them to the wall and move on. Okay, so we've got all the final base cabinets in place.
Yep.
Shimmed.
Yep. Fasten to the wall.
Fastened to the wall, right,
Yep.
just like we did the top.
Exactly.
Now we're just taking disassembly.
You got it. And
Right.
there again, you can see
Fire
the
away.
challenge here, space, cabinet, space, cabinet, space, cabinet, space.
Without a tool like this,
Very difficult to get it all to the
extremely
line.
difficult,
Yes.
especially with one person.
No question.
You got the studs, you
Yep.
got it in place, you know where each of them go into the front.
You got it. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, tool elapsed time for base cabinets, be about 20 minutes. maybe a half an hour for cutting out all the holes and so forth, but not a whole lot longer.
And just sliding those out.
And this probably just slides out. Yep.
And they're in.
That's it.
And then you're just
Take 'em off.
taking those off.
The coolest part, tomorrow they come to install the cabinet, the countertop.
Countertops, which is usually not the case.
Correct. Typically takes 2 to 2.5 weeks, depending on where you are in the country. And part of this system here, if you purchase it, we give you the information on how to have the countertops already made, so that the next day, right after you install the cabinets, the countertops go in.
So with the cabinet installation tool,
Yes.
this whole system, how much time would you say the comparison is with one person?
Oh my goodness, more than half.
So this process that we did right here,
Would easily be a full day
full day
for an installer and a helper.
and a helper, 2 people.
Right.
We got this done
One person could pretty much be done with this by lunchtime.
very quick.
Yep.
Great. So Paul, today, I mean, you've showed us how simple and easy this cabinet installation tool is, from putting the brackets up, putting the rails up, getting everything shimmed and in place, plumb level, simple process, a tool that any cabinet installer is going to need and make their life awful easy.
No question. No question. Thanks, Derek. And thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. If you're really serious about an excellent quality install of cabinets, this tool is a must-have for your tool bag.
Order yours today at www.nicetoolllc.com.